Hello and welcome to Passion Supernatural Podcast, the podcast where we discuss what we consider to be the best soap opera ever, Passions. Every Sunday at 2 p.m., we appear exclusively on YouTube to talk about, you kind of guessed it, the late soap opera Passions from the 90s. All of its supernatural and crazy storylines we are to discuss. You name it, anything to do with Passions, we discuss. Hi there, I'm Joe Velasquez, host of this show, and with me is my lovely co-host, Casey Metcalf. How you doing there, sweetie?
Tired, busy, been doing a lot of things. I did great today in bowling.
Doing some
Yep,
bowling, huh?
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is the beginning of a new year still. I mean, we are still like what in like the first or second week of the new year. So
Yeah.
it's busy. It's busy and tiring, absolutely. I won't argue with you there. But anyways, as I was saying or whatnot, we are here to discuss passions. And I will actually say this right now that today I actually came to realize is actually a very special day to actually be doing the podcast today, everybody, because you all won't believe this. Today is actually somebody from the show. It's a real shame that he is no longer with us, but today is the birthday of Timmy Lennox himself, Josh Ryan Evans. Yep, that's right. If he were still with us today, today would be his birthday. Well, I, I mean, I might as well. I mean, since we're here, um, um, I mean, if he were alive today, he would actually be, well, wouldn't you know it? He'd be 20 today if he were alive. Oh, wait, no, that's what,
Oh,
I'm sorry. Forget that, everybody. I'm terrible with math. That's when he passed away. My mistake. That was my error. No, actually having to do the math here. Um, it, I'm terrible with math, everybody, so please bear with me.
you'll probably be in his 40s by now.
44. That's right. He'd be
40.
44. My mistake. I was going to say that's wrong. That's right. Juliet Mills said he was 20 when he died. He'd be 44 if he were alive, everybody. So, Timmy, aka Josh Ryan Evans, if you're up there in heaven watching this podcast, happy birthday, man. Your spirit is with us. I hope you're having a martini up there. so, so yes, today is a very special day indeed to be doing this podcast and discussing the show and everything. Just we're bringing his spirit with us, and I'm sure I wonder if Juliet Mills is actually thinking about him. So, so anyways, going back or whatnot. Once again, Casey and I, we just the other day we watched maybe a good 5 episodes of Passions just the other day actually. So I think we got ourselves a fair bit or whatever of things to discuss here of what we have seen so far. But actually, before we get into that, actually, I will just say I today Mackenzie Westmore, aka Sheridan, she just today did another live TikTok today, and so I was attending that. And I was chatting with her here and there, sent her a few questions and um stuff like that and everything. She's a sweetheart. She's very, 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 very sweet when it comes to answering questions and stuff like that. I asked her a fair decent number of things. I mean, like I said, who knows if I can get a hold of her friend, whoever it is that she has helping her run her TikToks and stuff like that. If I can get a hold of her, we may be getting Mackenzie Westmore on here and all that. We just gotta wait on that. But I was telling her about Casey and I, and that we were watching Passion, saying, "Man, Pretty and Sheridan, they are just bad guys." And she said, "Yeah, they really made my character bad, didn't they? They really made my
Mm.
character bad." And so like that and everything. And she we actually talked about a lot of things. Apparently today, I mean, I don't know very much about this, but today she actually did this specific TikTok thing or whatever that after the show and everything, after she got done with her live, she would whoever did the most likes, whoever shared the most, and whoever followed her was going to get a prize or something. She said that she would be contacting those people, whoever won, she would be contacting those people to get their addresses and everything because they will be getting a prize. And so I was going crazy with liking and stuff like that, just like till my thumbs were killing me. I was just on a roll. Here I was asking questions and I'd go back to like trying to, I don't know if I won. I haven't heard anything, but she said after the live that she was gonna start alerting people, so I don't know. I don't know if I won, um but all the same or whatever, that was a lot of, she actually said that she hadn't heard from Galen recently. That's a shocker. I thought she always heard from Galen, but I guess not. But yeah, so today was another one of those TikToks. She said there was a chance that probably next Tuesday she would probably be back next Tuesday on another TikTok live. So that's something for you, Casey, to remember. Keep an eye on TikTok on a Tuesday of next week. I can't remember the time or whatever. I can't remember the time that she said, but keep an eye out. She'll probably be appearing live. So anyways, going back to what we were saying, like I said, Casey and I, we watched a number of episodes, like at least 5 of them. Where to begin?
Well, Gwen, the selfish witch she is,
Mhm.
want little Ethan to go away to boarding school.
Yep, this is the beginning of that whole thing, wanting her wanting to send little Ethan to boarding school. Yes, um, and to boarding school. Um, 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 and apparently, little Ethan apparently is somebody who's pretty good with science. Apparently, got his own little science kit or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't really know.
Fancy.
I wouldn't really know very much about those things. When I was growing up, I just had my own fake, kits or whatever for things. I don't know anything about science kits, but sorry everybody. Um, like that or whatever. I mean, pulled himself a little prank on Gwen, which was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
Um, and
made
all
whole blue.
We had a blue woman group here. Somebody from the blue women group. Um, like that. But apparently, I mean, Ethan, he ain't budging. He's really, really being dead set that little Ethan is not going to boarding school. He seems to be pretty serious on that one. And I'm like thinking, no, that's the kind of guy. I swear he's always been the kind of dad that I wish I had. Um, he, but I mean, just like last week and everything. I mean, Teresa is still at it at being, Gertrude and all that. That stuff still is going on. Um, um, and oh man, what else? Things are
And
still going. Things are still going a little bit crazy with Julian and, as they call it, little Julian or
little
whatever.
Julian.
Yeah, down there, you know what I'm talking. You all know what I mean. Yeah, things are still going a little crazy down there. I mean, Esme can't help herself or whatever. She's got to have a guy. Like I said, I still find that incredibly gross. That whole flirting relationship between Esme and Julian, because I swear to God, he seems like he could be old enough to be her grandfather. I'm like, that is just so gross. And everything, and is so gross. And so things are going crazy there and all that. Um, oh man, what else? What else? um, well, I mean,
And
Pretty is still going with the whole pregnancy thing, I believe, or whatever, Pretty is still going with the whole pregnancy thing, and she's really trying to come between Luis and Fancy, wouldn't you say? Um, I mean, um, she's really
and
got
she's not
Luis in her own
ready.
mind.
Yeah, she's not really breaking it though. But
Nope.
um,
No, she's not. I'm still, I mean, obviously, yeah, I know, but I mean, it's still just makes me wonder what in the world she plans to do when it's time to give birth. I mean, what is she gonna do? Steal a kid and pass it off as her own? I mean, I know what's gonna
mm,
happen, but without spoiling it for my co-host here, but I'm just saying, what is she planning on doing? I mean, um, but yeah, that's that's all there and all that, yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
and you think what else we watched so
well,
far?
there's a fair bit. It's mostly been even since last week's episodes that we watched and everything. It's been mostly around Teresa, Ethan, Little Ethan, Gwen, and Eve, Julian, well, Vincent in disguise, and a little bit of Noah, Paloma, and Roberto. The other characters have barely been around that much. I'm guessing come next episodes we should be getting some Juanita and some Tabitha and maybe Kay and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I mean, Miguel, and I wonder what happened to all of them. They haven't been seen for a while. Um, um,
and
uh,
uh,
hmm?
and it looks like that Juanita got caught.
Well,
Um,
according to the next set of episodes, we'll have to wait and see if she did. Yeah. I
yep,
mean, we'll just have to see for the next set of episodes. Um, but oh man.
and Vicky,
Ah,
um, hopes he gets caught one of these times too.
Vicky's really on a roll. She seems to be more on a spree than Vincent. It seems like while Vincent was our killer for a good long time, it seems like now Vicky's the one that's really out there with the blade.
Mm,
Yeah, there's some things I like I said, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, girl, but there's things are gonna be happening for Vicky and Vincent. You just watch. I mean, it's actually gonna be kind of interesting or whatever of what goes on with them and everything. With I mean, I would have to say, like I said, even more so than Juanita, both of them are probably my favorite killers, even more so than Juanita and Alistair. I just like Vincent and Vicky. It's like I've always said, it's a shame that Vicky's a minor because they actually would make a cute couple. And not to mention Vincent's gay too, so yeah.
yeah,
Um, and I guess I mean I was trying to save this for last, but I mean we can't really I mean, unless we can think of something else that we've seen so far, I guess now along with little Ethan, I guess Pilar knows about Teresa being alive now, so I was saving
yeah.
that for last. Yeah, so there's somebody else that knows Teresa's little secret and everything.
And
Uh,
then reuniting now.
yep, they're reunited now and everything. And I won't tell you who, and it's not gonna be for a while, like not for a good while, like maybe around the time that the wedding planning starts getting started of whoever all is planning on getting married and everything. It won't be until around then, but I won't spoil it for you, but there will be one more person that will find out Teresa's secret, or whatever. I'm not gonna tell you who, but there will be one more person. So basically three people. At least of the good guys, I will say. I'm not gonna say about any of the bad guys if any of them find out, but of the good guys, there's one more that finds out, but it's not gonna be for a while though. Like I said, there's a lot of other storylines that are coming up first, and once it gets to around the time of planning the weddings of those that are getting married, I mean, okay, we got Kay and Miguel and Noah and Paloma planning a double wedding, and I mean, Luis hasn't even proposed to Fancy yet, and I mean, um, Ethan and Gwen, I'm not entirely sure what they got to do. I don't know if they, um, I think they have to get married again because I believe they're still divorced. But no, no, didn't they say they
No,
were
they
still
still
married?
married. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's something that has to go on between them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's renewing their vows. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. I guess we'll figure it out as we go along, but something needs to be done between the two of them or whatever. I just don't know which one it is. So what, like I said, once the planning starts, then one more person finds out about Teresa. But I'm just gonna keep it a little thing between for me for now. I'm sure a lot of you, all of you out there, probably know who I'm talking about, but no spoiling it for this young woman here. I'm trying to catch her up. um, yeah. So I mean, yeah. So like I said, there's some. I mean, I don't think there's nothing else that we haven't said yet. I think everything has been said or whatever, that
What we seen
we're
and
up
watched.
to that
Yeah.
we're up to right now. Yeah.
And Vincent was acting like a female nurse
Yeah.
too.
He's currently in disguise as a nurse right now, keeping himself undercover, I guess is the proper term.
And then Sam said, Julian, do you know who did this to you? And then he like, I can't remember. And then when he saw Vicky by the door,
Oof.
and he say, Vicky, and they thought, you said Vicky did it.
Vicky is
And
almost
then
screwed.
Esme said, why would you say that about my innocent niece, for?
Ha ha! Don't make me laugh. Yeah, don't make me laugh, innocent. My foot.
She
Yeah,
will find out how innocent she not really is.
it's gonna be a big thing if she ever gets busted. I was um I was doing some thinking or whatever. I was and doing some thinking or whatever. And again, I don't know 100% how the law works. I really don't. I don't know how the law works 100%. It's just I think it really just depends on the states and everything. And I mean, it's Harmony, and Harmony is fiction. So who knows what it's like in Harmony, but um I I just kind of think to myself, that even though Vicky is a minor, like I said, I think she's about maybe like 17 years old. I would really want to think she's about 17. I don't think she's quite 18 yet, but if she was 18, she still wouldn't be, needing a guardian and all that stuff. 18, you're legally an adult, and you
Yeah.
don't need a guardian anymore. So I think she's about 17. And again, I
Unless,
don't know how, huh?
unless if she's mentally, you know,
Right, but
handicapped
as of
or
now, they don't know that. As of now, they don't know that. But the whole thing of it is that um again, I know of, again, I think it really just depends on the state. And I know of some minors that are about 17 years old that if they get caught doing something like this, then they're charged as an adult and all that
yep.
stuff or whatever. But it really just depends on the situation, I think. So I remember you and I were thinking, what in the world could possibly happen to Vicky because she's a minor and all that stuff or whatever. I mean, well, truth of it is, I mean, depending on what it's like in Harmony, I suppose she could be charged as an adult. I mean, I really don't see how that's really fair for minors. I feel like if you're a minor, you should only be allowed to be charged as a minor. But again, I don't know. I don't know how the law works. So yeah.
Like this boy killed his classmate with a knife, she's knocked out in the middle of the night when they go meet him,
Yeah.
and they walk to in the woods, and that's when he stabbed her. He got Charles as an adult, and then the boy that Michigan school shooter, he got Charles as an adult.
Yeah, it happens to a number of people. I really think it just depends on the state. It depends on the circumstances. I think in Vicky's situation, I mean, she hasn't really, she hasn't really killed anybody in Harmony. All she's really, she's tried, but she hasn't really killed anybody in Harmony. She's just, brought, I guess the word is prop. I guess she's just injured people with the constant stabbings and stuff like that. So there are no murder charges on her yet. That is, I mean, yet we don't know what's going to happen in the future as we watch or whatever. So, I mean, she won't have any murder charges on her or anything like that. If anything, as of right now, I think Vicky might, if Vicky was to get busted, I think she would actually get a much, much, much lesser sentence than Vincent. Vincent has killed people. Vincent has done serious, serious, serious crimes. So with Vicky being a minor and that there are no murder charges, she's just tried to murder people. I I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know Harmony, but I would just think that maybe she might, I don't know, maybe she might get sent to a mental institution or something like that or whatever because she's a minor and she didn't kill anybody. She just tried to. So maybe she'll just get declared insane or something like that. Like Alistair even said when he and her talked or whatever, if she doesn't believe that she's a murderer, then she's mentally insane. So um yeah. But again, we're not in Harmony, so I don't know. I mean, you'll have to wait and see what happens to Vicky, but all I can think to myself is that I would imagine, with Vincent, you got to remember he was already arrested once and escaped thanks to Alistair and all that stuff. I mean, he thought he was going to be executed. I would actually think that for Vincent, yeah, um that um that actually would make sense if they actually killed his ass or whatever, for all the hell that he's brought to this town. So, and I really am starting to think at this point, I think that if he was to be executed, even though he is their son, I really don't think even Julian would even care for how much he has, driven them crazy. I think that they would basically say, we don't care, kill him.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, it's got a while to go. We still have a number of more months to get through. I mean, like I said before, we are down to where the show is only airing 3 days a week now. So
So we have 4 more months to go.
something like that. I mean, we're in what, April right now, and we're
Hmm.
already almost done with that already. So
Yep.
yeah, we'll probably finish April the next time we watch, I think. And yeah, the show went on to the middle of August, so I forget the date that it ended in August, but the middle of August. Yeah. And oh God, I mean, like I said, there's some really, really crazy stuff that's about to happen and everything. I mean, um that's about to happen and everything.
And
Like I
after,
said, Vincent and Vicky, there's things gonna go on with them. I mean, Alistair is still around. He just hasn't been seen for a while. They still have to catch Juanita. And
yep,
well, Gwen and Rebecca, they got things going on, and Sheridan, she's got things, and Pretty, and I mean, well, now apparently Roberto's around trying to wreck things between Noah and Paloma. Like I said, he's gonna be when it comes towards the end of his storyline, he's gonna be written out pretty quickly. It's not even gonna be seen coming. I'll never forget when his final episode was. I'll never forget when I found out that was the ending of his character. I was like, geez, that was quick. He was written off very fast. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but he was out of there. So like I said, I think we might be done with Spike. I don't think Spike is seen again. I think, whatever we saw of him the last time that you and I watched his episode, I think that was it. He doesn't get a conclusion.
No.
Yeah. I mean, Tabitha still has stuff she's got to take care of. Oh, and what with the demon elf, of course. I mean, I can't remember for sure. I really cannot remember for sure, but I think, and definitely I'm not talking about right now. I'm just talking about as we go on. I think the demon elf kind of goes away for a time and then he comes back again. And then when he comes back, they wrap up his whatever happens to him and everything. I can't remember for sure if he does or not, but I'm pretty sure that he might like stop appearing for a little bit and then just show up out of nowhere and then they will finish off his story, the demon elf. But it's not for a while though, because you see what he's doing right now. He still has a fair bit of hell to cause. So yeah. But that's all going on and oh um I mean
And
now mhm.
and Paul and I can think of her name. Paul and Teresa's sister was talking.
Oh, Paloma.
Paloma, yeah.
Paloma.
I had like kind of a brain fault there.
Okay.
Paul and Paloma was talking, and Paloma told Paul that she's not over with her ex yet.
She better. I don't see anything good about Roberto. He seems like nothing more than a control freak. I don't know what he was like when he was played by the other actor all those years ago. I don't know what he was like back then, but since his return, he seems like nothing more than just a control freak or what. So, um, yeah, so I mean, I don't see how in the world she could not be over him with the way, I mean, Noah is perfect for her.
Yeah. No one never was controlling the whole.
No, Noah may have had a bad past, what with drugs and everything, but he was never a bad person. Yeah, he just had a troubled past and everything, and there are a few people like that out there. Doesn't make them bad people. They just can't get off the drugs or alcohol. Like I said, that's kind of Brady on days right now. I mean, he used to be into drugs, but now he's a drinker, so
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
People,
ugh,
people can get help if they wanted it.
mhm.
Yep.
That's why on Days of Our Lives, that's why when Brady very first came back in the beginning, he was pretty similar to Ethan in the beginning when he first came back because he had just gotten out of rehab and he had really cleaned up his act and he was a nice guy, but now he's not on drugs, but he goes for the bottle a few times. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Noah has definitely, he's been nothing but a nice guy as long as I've known him. I didn't really see his storylines with Fancy that everybody wants him and Fancy back together. I never really saw their storylines together when I started watching the show. He was kind of making moves with Paloma and everything, and Dylan even said during the DirecTV time and everything, he said that that was very spicy and it was really, really, really interesting to play that, interracial couple thing and everything. And like I said, I totally love Noah and Paloma. They really became my favorite couple, despite the
Yep.
Paloma change and everything. I did prefer Sylvana, but despite the actress change, they still were my favorite couple, even though I feel like they did lose a lot of their chemistry when Sylvana left, but whatever, I still liked them the best. So yeah, and I mean, So Noah's definitely a different person from what he used to be. Like I said, I didn't see him with this troubled past, so I wouldn't know. Um, and oh, hmm. I mean, Pilar is actually finally getting she's getting some real say in the whole matter when it comes to little Ethan. I mean, she's actually getting a lot more communication with, Ethan and all that stuff and discussing about, what's going to happen to little Ethan and all that stuff. I like that. She finally gets some stuff to say in the matter.
Yep. She say, nope, he's not going to boarding school.
Yep. Ugh, excuse me, everybody. I'm a little tired tonight. Um, um, hmm. But, yeah, I mean, I mean, it's really hard to tell what exactly. It's a little bit hard to tell what exactly is going to, go down with Juanita and everything, I mean, there's a lot of times to where you think she's gonna get caught and everything, and then it turns to find out that it wasn't what we thought and everything, and that, you know, we thought they were the police catching her, but they were really on her side and all that. It's really hard to really know what's going to happen to her.
I hope she gets behind walls for what she did.
Well, she's been at large for longer than we have been watching and everything. I mean, she's been at large for years and everything, so she's obviously a little bit more powerful than Alistair. I mean, Alistair is currently right now arrested. He's in the hospital, but he's under arrest.
Not in jail. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, he's under arrest. He's just in the hospital recovering from Vicky's stab wounds and all that stuff. And like I said, that's the last set that he will see. He doesn't leave that hospital before whatever. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but his exit from the show, the hospital, will be the final set that he sees. So whether he ends up getting arrested or whatever happens. So Juanita must be a little bit um slippery than Alistair if she's able to, like, every single time it looks like she's gonna get caught, you find out that those guys catching her are actually with her. So it's hard to really, yeah. She's apparently, like I said, she's been around, she's been on the loose for years. Apparently she's been on the loose since the beginning of the show. We're just now finding out about her.
Yep.
Ooh. Um, yeah, and the show is just gonna get weirder and weirder and weirder. I mean, yeah, it's what's the
Crazy.
word? It no, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, but it's gonna get darker. That's all I'm gonna say. Things are just gonna get more dark as the show goes on and everything, and it um
We just
yeah,
have to see. Yep.
yeah. But there's a lot coming, a lot coming.
Yep. Yep. We uh we just have to see what's gonna happen next.
Got a lot more to watch, yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, the show is still awesome. It always was awesome. I mean, I'm wishing I actually had the time to actually just watch it from the beginning and watch every single episode, you know, that I've missed. But even though I have definitely watched from the beginning, I've never really had the time to actually keep on going and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, I just kind of watched a number of episodes from the beginning and then just I didn't watch any further. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Roberto was like back in that time. I don't know what other characters were like back then. I just don't know.
Yeah. Um, Roma just needs to make a decision of who she wants to be with.
Like I said, it needs to be Noah, plain and simple.
Mm.
Roberto doesn't know when to take no for an answer. He's a faker. Um, yeah, it's just ugh. And with that demon elf out there and everything twisting people's minds, I mean, that's gonna make things even worse.
And turn into a woman.
Yeah, yep.
Kissing all over on Noah.
It looks like Danny Woodburn had a blast doing all of this. I mean, just like when we met him, it looked like he was having a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try and reach out to Ruth again at some point, maybe tonight or tomorrow or something like that. Have nothing I really have nothing really big coming up until Wednesday again. So or actually I'm sorry, Thursday. Until Thursday again. So I sent a message to Dylan. I did send a message to Dylan. He hasn't seen the message yet. Might be busy. It's the beginning of a new year, but I know he'll respond. He has kept in touch with me. I'm glad because again, he was like my second favorite male character on the show. So I'm glad that he has kept touch with me and all that, and he has actually chatted with me about things. And he's been a very good guy and very nice dude and all that stuff. So I know he'll get back to me or whatever. Um, I just I sent Ruth a message, like a few days ago for Mackenzie and haven't heard anything. So um and like I said, just give it a little bit longer and then send another message to Eva. If she answered you once, there's got to be some point where she'll respond. Maybe give it till February and then try her again when the new year is over and all that. I mean, we'll be into the second month of the new year, so
And yeah, I just have to think what to say to her. Actually, she wants to do this podcast.
I'm sure she'll answer at some point. I don't know when, but I'm sure she
Mm.
will. She answered you once. Dylan has
Yep.
answered me multiple times, and I have to go through Ruth to get to Mackenzie. Um, haven't really heard from anybody else. Like I said, I can't call these people for how much I would love to give them calls and say, would you like to do my podcast or whatever? And so, yeah. I mean, Philip, who plays Vincent, he saw my message too, but didn't respond. I don't know if you want to send him one. Maybe he'll answer you. He's got Instagram. So he told me to keep in touch with him, even though he hasn't answered me since our chat on the phone.
He probably busy too.
Yeah, he works in real estate. That was what he was doing the day that I called him. The day that I called him, he was in the middle of working with real estate. That was his real estate number that I called, not his personal cell. It was his real estate number that I called. And even though he was working, he talked to me for a good 30 minutes.
Mm.
He was just that nice.
Yep. We just have to keep on messaging them cast members, I guess, to get some kind of answer.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, I'm sure.
Mm. Yep, we will.
Yeah, we'll get people. It's just probably going to take some time. We are in the beginning of a new year and things are still a lot of hustle and bustle and a lot of craziness and a lot of things going on. It's just I guess a little bit difficult for us to really get it because we're not busy people, you and I. We just we have things to do here and there, but we're not busy people.
Yep.
Yeah,
I yeah, I keep myself busy out doing
good.
the days and
I found out from Mackenzie that she would like to get back into the soap world. She just hasn't um excuse me.
decide yet.
No, she just hasn't gotten anything yet.
Um,
Nah, she met I can't really remember, but she said that she's got some gigs or whatever. I can't really remember what she said they were exactly, but she's got other gigs and stuff like that. But she wouldn't mind going back into the soap world again, she says. So,
yeah, that'd be awesome if she will.
yeah, I mean, the last soap she did was All My Children, and she asked to be written out of that because she didn't like her character.
Uh,
Yeah, it's the last soap she did. So, like I said, I know many people out there want her to join Days of Our Lives and they want her to be a love interest for Galen. But Mackenzie says that she hasn't been offered, and she said she would probably need more money because the payment for Days is not really that good, according to what I've heard. I've heard they don't pay very much for Days. And I personally think she should take over as Nicole, since we lost the character of Nicole. I mean, Ariana Zucker or whatever was fired and everything. I'm like, Sheridan and Mackenzie Westmore would be a great replacement for Nicole. So, but I don't know. So we just, I don't know, like that and everything. And like I said, a lot of the Passions actors and everything, a lot of them aren't really doing that many soaps. Or not to mention much acting, to be honest. A lot of the Passions actors aren't even really doing that much acting. I know that Blair Miguel, I know he's done a lot of movies and TV shows, but he hasn't really done any more soap operas since Passions. I mean, Young and the Restless and Passions are the only two that I know he's done, but he's done a lot of other TV shows and movies. Um, like a lot. I've actually seen a few of like one or two of his movies and I've watched a few of his shows and such. Um, but yeah. Yeah, I mean it's we gotta keep passions and harmony alive, people, and there's gotta be, I mean, who knows? I mean, the more we the more we just keep on going, maybe there'll just be some more chances of them bringing the show back or something. We just have to wait and see.
yep, like they have to sign that contract. They have to find more cast members and stuff.
Well, they got to get picked up first before they can even think about signing contracts. They've got to get picked up. Somebody's got to pitch the idea, and then, I mean, I think it would really be something. I don't know if there is anybody that would be up for that. It's kind of like how John Stamos, pitched the idea for Fuller House and everything. I think it would really be something if one of the cast members from Passions agreed to be kind of a producer or something and pitch the idea of bringing the show back. But I don't know if there's anybody who would be up for doing that. I know
Mm,
there are a few actors that work behind the camera now, but I don't know if any of them. A lot of them are like, focusing on different things or they're doing different soaps and all that stuff. I don't know if any of them would actually pitch the idea like what John Stamos did and stuff like that. So, huh. Like I said, during that last online reunion, somebody said that it's definitely in the talks, but just not for a while. So, and hey, you know what? Our time is up. Our time is up. That's right. That's the end of another episode, people. Another podcast, everyone. So, anyways, thank you all for viewing with us today. We're really glad you all could be here and all. It's kind of our second episode of the new year, something like that. Yeah, like our second episode or something. Yeah, second episode of the new year. And once again, I will just say, hold up a martini to Josh up in heaven. Happy birthday, man. We hope you see us down here. We miss you, and we miss our Timmy. And I know Juliet Mills and the rest of the Passions cast does too. But anyways, and all of you out there watching, as I say every week, we are working on trying to get cast members to join in. If any of you know of ways we can get in touch with these cast members, please let us know. And if any of you are interested in guest starring to talk, just chat with us. Talk with us about your interests and passions and what you like. By all means, please, just in the comment section below, down there, wherever, just right down there in the comment section underneath this video, and just put in your name and a social media either that you use, either me or Casey. One of us will reach out to you. I mean, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Line or Snapchat or WhatsApp or Discord or whatever, one of us will reach out to you. And we all appreciate you watching. We love it that you want to keep Harmony alive as much as we do. We all miss it, and we hope someday it comes back. But until it does come back, I will say this now. Until then, I'm Joe Velasquez.
And Casey Metcalf.
And until we meet again, remember, you are our passion for life. Thank you. Thank you. God bless everybody. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everybody, and peace out. Haha.
And kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet.